Good morning, first grade, and welcome back to another lesson of Fundations. Let's get started so that the fun can begin. Get ready to echo. Now, boys and girls, take a look at your standard picture sound cards. We have learned all of our glued sounds, so let's take a look. Everything that's in the green cards are all glued sounds. So let's just review those today. We have first at the bottom, A-L-L, ball, all. Say them with me. A-M, ham, am. A-N, fan, an. A-N-G, fang, ang. I-N-G, ring, ing. O-N-G, song, ong. U-N-G, lung, ung. A-N-K, bank, ink. I-N-K, pink, ink. O-N-K, honk, onk. And U-N-K, junk, unk. So whenever you're reading, boys and girls, look for your glued sound. That will help you sound out the words as you're reading. Now let's practice our drill sound warm up. We are going to practice the letters that has the red circle underneath. Are you ready? A, apple, a. E, ed, eh. I, itch, I. O, octopus, ah. Q, queen, qua. U, octopus, ah. TH, thumb, t. AN, fan, an. UNG, lung, ung. All right, boys and girls, now let's review our vowel sounds. Are you ready? Let's get started. A, apple, a. E, ed, e. I, itch, I. O, octopus, ah. And U, up, Now, boys and girls, let's learn a new concept. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a strawberry and banana smoothie? Mm-mm. If so, you know that the strawberry and the banana, they get blended together, but you can still taste both, right? Well, today we're going to learn about consonant blends. You can still hear both consonant letters. We just blend them together to make a nice smooth sound. Now, presenting blends. Blends are two or more consonants together making a sound. You can separate each sound, but they blend nicely together. Let's learn more. Now, first, let's read this word over here to our left. This word is ship. Ship. How many letters does it have? Well, it has 4 letters. Let's write that there. And then how many sounds does it have? Well, when I tap it out, I hear 3 sounds. So I'm going to write that there. Sh, I, p. That's 3. Now over here, let's take a look at this word. This word is slip. Slip. Now we're going to blend the consonants, the S and the L together to make them smooth as a smoothie. Slip. How many letters? Well, that one gets 4 too. How many sounds? Slip. Slip. It gets 4 sounds. What is the difference between these words? And what's the same? Let's take a closer look. The word ship has 3 sounds. Let's tap it out. Sh, I, p. Ship. This one has a digraph in the beginning. The SH, so that's 1 tap, 1 sound. The I and the P. It gets 3 sounds. Sh, I, p. It gets 3 sounds, which means it gets 3 taps. Now, let's take a look at the word slip. 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 The word slip gets 4 taps because each sound can be heard. Now, even though the S and the L can be separated, they blend nicely together. Slip, slip. Can you hear it? The S and the L, they just blend nicely together. So we don't have to say each one of them when we blend them, but we're still going to give it the same tap. So let's listen to it. Slip, slip. You can still hear them, but they blend nicely together. Now, consonants are any letters that are not vowels. Any letters that are in the yellow, on the yellow tiles, are consonants. And when 2 consonants are together and they are not digraphs, they're called a blend. Now, consonant blends can be at the beginning of the word. Let's take a look at the word on the left side here. We have B-R-A-G. B-R-A-G. Brag. Now, the B and the R will each get their own tap when you're tapping out the word. But when you say them, they blend nicely together. So the B and the R, B, br. They blend nicely. So we end up saying brag. Now, the B and the R are not digraphs. They're consonant blends. What other words have the B-R consonant blends? Let's take a look. Bread, brick, breakfast. So the B and the R blend nicely together when you say them at the same time. Now, sometimes consonant can be at the beginning, but sometimes consonant blends can be at the end of a word. Let's take a look at the word on the right. It is S-E-N-T. This word, scent. Now, the consonant blend is at the end. It's the N and the T. And when you say the word scent, blends nicely together. These are not digraphs, but they're blends. What other words end with the NT consonant blends? Let's take a look. We have hunt, tent, and pant. All right. Now, how would you mark a blend, a consonant blend? Well, let's take a look. To mark the blends, you underline each sound in the blend with a separate line. So let's take a look at the word flip. Flip has the consonant blend of F and L, so we simply underline each letter to let us know that they still get their individual sound when you tap it out, but they're going to blend nicely together. Here on the right, the word M-A-S-K is mask, mask. The blend here is the S-K because the S-K blend nicely together when you say mask. Sk is the sound. So how do we mark it? We simply underline the S and the K to let people know that they both get their same individual sound, but they blend nicely together. Now here's a special note. You do not have to underline the NK or the NG consonant blends in glued sounds. It's just too confusing. So for the consonant blends in glued sounds, we just put a box around the glued sound, like usual. All right, but the N and the K would be a consonant blend, but we've already talked about this being a glued sound, so just box it. Now open your student books to page 8, and under blend, I think it's in the middle section of on page 8, where it says 2 or more consonants in a row, they say their own sound. Write the word flag and test and underline the blend sound on page 8 in your student notebook. It's the section in the middle called blend. All right, press pause now until you're finished writing the word flag and test on page 8 in your student notebook. All right, now boys and girls, let's take a look at your word of the day. Our word of the day is flip. Flip. I can do a flip on my bed. Flip. Now, what new words can we make by swapping out one towel in the word flip? We're going to try to keep making new words by just changing one sound each time. Let's take a look. The word in the box is our word of the day, which is flip. But what would happen if I change something in this word? I change the I to an A. And now I get flap. Flap. The flap on the envelope needs to be sealed. Flap. Now, what would happen if I change the P to a G? And now I get flag. Flag. Now, what would happen if I change the consonant blends? Let's see what would happen. I'm going to change the F to a B, and I'm going to change the L to an R. So now the consonant blend is the brr sound, brr. Brag. This word is brag. She likes to brag about what a great singer she is. Brag. Now, what would happen if I change one of the letters here? I'm going to change the G to a T. Brat. Brat. The little kid kept whining. His mother called him a little brat. All right, so boys and girls, we have changed and made all of these. The word flip, we've made it to change some of the sounds, and we've changed the word flip to the word brat. My. And now, boys and girls, it's time to write your word of the day inside of your student notebook. So, turn to page 35 in your vocabulary section on your student notebook. You should be on the F section. You're going to write the word flip, and then you're going to write this sentence. Luke did a flip on the bed. Luke did a flip on the bed. All right, well, boys and girls, I think that it's just about time for me to go, but I want you to press pause so that you can continue to write this word and the sentence in your student notebook. I had a great time teaching you this morning, and I hope to see you again. Have a good time, everybody. Bye-bye.